Stop memorizing useless openings. If you want to win more games, attack like a beast and crush your opponents. You only need 3 powerful openings, one for white, one against one e4, and one against one d4. Let's go. These openings are not just any openings, they are battle-tested and used by grandmasters. Imagine having the confidence to face any opponent, knowing you have the best strategies at your fingertips. No more second-guessing, no more hesitation, just pure, unadulterated chess dominance. So, are you ready to transform your game and become a force to be reckoned with? Let's dive into the only 3 chess openings you need to dominate. Ever played a game where your opponent destroys you in the first 10 moves? Yeah, it sucks. But here's the truth. Openings don't have to be complicated. You just need a few deadly systems that set you up for success without memorizing 500 lines. Think about it. The opening is the foundation of your game. If you start strong, you set the tone for the entire match. A solid opening can give you control of the board, dictate the pace, and put your opponent on the defensive. But it's not just about control, it's about confidence. When you know your opening, you play with assurance. And that confidence can be the difference between a win and a loss. So don't underestimate the power of a good opening. It's your first step to dominating the game. Master these openings, and you'll be on your way to becoming a formidable opponent. If you play 1e4, the Italian game is your best friend. This opening is one of the oldest and most respected in chess history, dating back to the 16th century. You get fast development, a strong center, and an easy kingside attack. The Italian game allows you to control the center with your pawns and pieces, giving you a solid foundation for your game. Here's the key setup: e4, nf3, bc4. This classic formation sets you up for a variety of attacking options and keeps your opponent on their toes. Boom, you're already controlling the board. With your pieces developed and your king safe, you can start planning your next moves. And if your opponent plays bc5, get ready for the Evans Gambit, pure chaos. This aggressive gambit can catch your opponent off guard and give you a significant advantage. You sacrifice a pawn, but in return, you get explosive attacking chances. The Evans Gambit opens up lines for your pieces and can lead to a quick and decisive victory. Advanced players can use the Italian game to transition into other powerful openings, like the Ruy Lopez or the Scotch game. This flexibility makes it a favorite among top players. For example, after e4, e5, nf3, nc6, bc4, you can pivot into the Ruy Lopez with bb5, adding another layer of complexity to your game. The Italian game also offers opportunities for tactical shots like pins and forks that can disrupt your opponent's plans and win material. Mastering the Italian game gives you a versatile and powerful weapon in your chess arsenal. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced player, this opening can help you dominate the board. So next time you sit down at the board, remember the Italian game. It's a timeless opening that can lead you to victory. Now, when playing as black against 1.4, forget e5. Instead, go c5. Boom! Welcome to the Sicilian defense. This is how Magnus Carlsen, Fischer, and Kasparov destroyed 1.e4 players. If you love aggression, try the Sicilian Dragon, fianchetto your bishop, castle kingside, and launch a kingside pawn storm. Your opponent? They won't know what hit them. Another popular line is the Najdorf variation. This involves playing a 6 after c5. The Najdorf is known for its flexibility and complexity, allowing for rich middle game positions. You can also explore the Scheveningen setup, characterized by pawns on e6 and d6. This setup is solid and offers counterattacking chances. The Sveshnikov variation is another aggressive option, involving an early e5 push. This line leads to dynamic and unbalanced positions, perfect for players who thrive in chaos. For those who prefer a quicker fianchetto, the Accelerated Dragon is a great choice. This line avoids some of the mainline theory and can catch opponents off guard. The Classical Sicilian is another solid choice, focusing on piece development and control of the center. This line is less sharp but offers a strong and reliable setup. Finally, the Alapin variation is a great anti-Sicilian weapon involving an early c3. This line aims to avoid the mainline Sicilian theory and can lead to unique positions. Mastering these variations will make you a formidable opponent against 1.e4. Dive deep into each line, understand the key ideas, and practice regularly. With dedication and study, the Sicilian defense can become a powerful weapon in your chess arsenal. Your opponents will be left wondering how you became so dominant. If white plays 1.d4, it's time to go full Grandmaster mode with the King's Indian defense. This opening is a favorite among top players for its dynamic and aggressive nature. You let white take the center, then boom, hit them with a crazy kingside attack. The King's Indian defense is all about flexibility and counterattacking. You start with moves like nf6, g6, and bg7, setting up a solid yet flexible structure. This is a hyper-modern weapon. Let them have the center, then destroy it. The idea is to control the center with pieces rather than pawns, allowing you to strike back at the right moment. Trust me, once you start playing the King's Indian, you'll never go back. The King's Indian defense is not just about defense, it's about launching a powerful counterattack. One of the key strategies in the King's Indian defense is to allow white to build a strong pawn center with moves like d4 and c4. You respond with nf6, g6, and bg7, preparing to fianchetto your bishop and control the long diagonal. After white plays e4, you can castle kingside and prepare for a counterattack. The pawn structure often leads to a closed center, giving you the opportunity to launch a pawn storm on the king's side with moves like f5 and g5. Advanced players often use the King's Indian defense to create complex and rich positions. The opening allows for a lot of creativity and can lead to both tactical and strategic battles. One famous example of the King's Indian defense in action is the game between Garry Kasparov and Anatoly Karpov. Kasparov used this opening to great effect, demonstrating its power and flexibility. The King's Indian defense can be divided into several main lines, including the classical variation, the fianchetto variation, and the four pawns attack. Each line offers different challenges and opportunities, allowing you to tailor your approach based on your opponent's style. In the classical variation, white plays nf3 and b2, aiming for a solid setup. You can respond with e5, challenging the center and preparing for a kingside attack. The fianchetto variation involves white fianchettoing their bishop with g3 and bg2, leading to a more positional game. The four pawns attack is an aggressive line where white pushes their pawns to f4, e4, d4, and c4. This can lead to sharp and tactical battles, requiring precise calculation and deep understanding of the position. To master the King's Indian defense, it's essential to study classic games and understand the typical pawn structures and plans. Practice is key, and over time, you'll develop a feel for the right moments to strike. So, if you're ready to take your game to the next level, start incorporating the King's Indian defense into your repertoire. It's a powerful weapon that can lead to spectacular victories. But listen, learning an opening isn't about memorizing moves, you need to understand the plans. Here's the secret. After learning the first 5 to 10 moves, ask yourself, where should my pieces go? What's my opponent's best move? If you know the ideas, you can handle anything. Mastering openings is about understanding the underlying principles. Think about control of the center, piece development, and king's safety. These are the core ideas that will guide your play. Practice these concepts regularly. Review your games and learn from your mistakes. With time, you'll see improvement. And soon, you'll be dominating the board. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Even the best openings can go wrong if you make common mistakes. Here are some pitfalls to watch out for and how to avoid them. First, don't move the same piece multiple times in the opening. Develop all your pieces efficiently. Second, don't neglect your king's safety. Always look for opportunities to castle early. Third, don't grab pawns at the expense of development. Focus on controlling the center and developing your pieces. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll be able to execute your openings more effectively and dominate your opponents. Play your opponents and achieve victory. Now, I challenge you. Are you ready to take your chess game to the next level? Pick one of these openings and play 3 games with it today. Whether it's the King's Pawn opening, the Queen's Gambit, or the Sicilian Defense, commit to mastering it. After your games, come back and tell me in the comments how it goes. Share your victories, your struggles, and what you've learned. And if you want more OP Chess content, smash that subscribe button and level up your game. By subscribing, you'll get access to advanced strategies, game analysis, and tips from top players. Remember, chess is a journey. Every game you play, every move you make, is a step towards becoming a better player. So, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep challenging yourself. And don't forget to join our community. Engage with fellow chess enthusiasts, participate in discussions, and share your insights. Together, we can all improve and enjoy the game we love. So what are you waiting for? Dive into your next game with confidence and determination. Let's dominate the chessboard together.